Welcome to Time Up. I am so excited today because we are hosting the Speaker of Vijana Assembly, Ashura Michael, also known as Binti Kiziwi. Karibu sana Ashura.
Thank you.
Your story is inspiring. I just want to know everything, but I know we have a short time. So tell me, how did you get here? How did you become the Speaker of Vijana Assembly? Perhaps maybe we can go back to when did you discover, or did your caregivers discover that you were unable to hear?
Thank you so much, Gloria, for that question. My name is Ashura Michael. I became deaf at 4 years old after struggling with measles. It was very difficult at that time. My sister used to cry, praying to God, but nothing happened. Then I even tried herbal medicine, but it never worked. But lucky enough, in my village, we have a primary school for the deaf. So I went to the primary school for the deaf. I also went to the secondary school for the deaf. I was really motivated when I saw disabled children dropping out of school. You know, some were being raped, some didn't have money to continue with their education. So I really thought of what I should do. So I took that responsibility and decided that I would do law so that I can become a voice for those who are voiceless. After I finished school, my family forced me to go to a teacher's college, but that was not my passion. But as you know, I have friends, I have so many friends. So I used to have friends in Nairobi. So after I finished my diploma, so I thought I really want to advance. But you see, at the university, they said, you're deaf, you cannot do it. So there were barriers, since I did not do Kiswahili. So we really struggled. I reported the case to Kenya Human Rights Commission. With the assistance of Honorable Maura, we really tried. So I thought it was taking longer than I thought. So should I wait or I do something else? So I decided to join Nairobi University as a gender and development course. So I still feel that I should do law. So I went back.
But before you went back, first of all, where did you grow up? Because you said that you are lucky that in that community there was a school for the deaf.
Oh, I grew up in Migori County.
And which school did you attend?
Kuja School for the Deaf. Yes, exactly. And also I went to Kuja Special School, secondary school for the deaf. So now, I've enrolled for law at University of Nairobi because I really have that motivation to take up my passion. I never give up. So when I moved to Nairobi, I joined the Young Voices. The aim was to advocate for the human rights and to make sure that we have interpreters on TV station and so that we can access information. I traveled all over the world, but it was a very good experience for me to become a role model for the girl child, not only for the deaf, but generally for children who look at me and feel like, fine, you've gone through the university, why not my child? So we really value education for the girls.
So it kind of, it shaped, you know, and one thing I get from when you're communicating to us is that you're so passionate about being that voice. I know for a fact that you got accepted into the Yali program. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that. How did you get accepted? What were the barriers? And because you were young, I think you must have been in your early 20s, yeah?
Yes. I applied for Yali. I did not succeed twice. But finally, When I did my application, I got the opportunity. I went to Illinois University, where I did civil leadership. So
And you did a certificate, a diploma, or a degree in civil?
no, a certificate.
A certificate in what?
In Illinois.
In
Illinois
law?
University.
Yeah, Illinois University, but your certificate was in
Civil leadership.
civil leadership. So what do you do for a living? What is your 8 to 5 job?
I'm a businesswoman.
What kind of business do you do? Tell us.
I have a restaurant along Thika Road. It's called Prun Lemed.
Okay. How did you get into that? Is it a passion? Is it was it by default or?
COVID has really taught us a lot because I'm a civil leader. And when you meet and interact with the people, and then you'll find people staying at home. So March this year, I thought of opening something so that at least that could help me or keep me busy so that I could empower other people to work.
Nice. And so between your 8 to 5, which is the restaurant, and politics and youth advocacy,
I'm empowering people to do something. So I'm not there every now and then supervising. I go there on specific times. Yes.
Did you find it difficult transitioning from law and youth advocacy and into politics, or was that just natural? Or did you have a mentor?
I think I was born with that. It's just natural.
You're born a politician.
Nothing is difficult for me. I was born a leader, so nothing is difficult.
So nothing is difficult. What is that drive that keeps you going, that takes you out, that makes you want to, do more for your society? Because I think that is what really amazes me about your personality.
I was inspired by the civil activist, Martin Luther King. What did he say? Had a quote. He said, let's not worry about the silence of our enemy, but the silence of our friends. So I realized, how will I become the voice of my people? I should stand up to become their voices, because some of them cannot speak for themselves. So I have to speak for them. So this is what actually motivated me.
Okay, you mentioned you have a lot of friends. I personally, I'm so eager to learn this sign language, but your friends, are they within the deaf community? Are they also, I'm just curious, and I'm sure that it's a support system around you that helps you to keep going. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more. Are they your peers?
Many times, I don't believe in just working within ourselves. I need to change the perspective that we can become leader for all. My deafness doesn't make me lesser than you. I can change the society. I can make this Kenya a better place for us to live. So I stand to advocate for everyone and for everyone in my community, so that at least for them to know that being deaf cannot make me step back, because I don't lead with my ears. I lead with my brain. I have ideas, I have the capacity, I have the strength. I can lead. So I've always thought, yes, maybe in future I'll become your president, you never know.
Nice. I know you're passionate about current affairs and you're passionate about politics and youth inclusion. I follow you a lot, so I've seen a lot of your work, even the attributes that you're giving with initiatives such as the Building Bridges initiative. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about that. How did you get integrated into that political scene, into that civic space? And did you have a mentor who brought you into that space?
Thank you, Gloria. I am the vice chair for Africa Civil and Democratic Election. The goal is to make sure the youth participate in a political space free without any barrier. And also, we would like to see an Africa where there are no risks, where people just get into power. We want to change this perspective and give the youth opportunity to become leaders too. So you remember people always say like, I don't like politics. I hate politics. But you need housing, you need food, you need education, you need good health. All these services are politics. You cannot say you don't like politics. So we want to change the perspective of the young people in politics, where we'll see their life change. We want to make our lives better. Why not have good policies? But the problem we have very good policies on paper. But the only challenge is
execution.
We don't implement. So this is what we want to change. We have very nice constitution, we have very good policies, so we really need to change the perspective so that at least we make sure we can implement whatever it's in our legal papers.
And which
we have very good in accessing the services.
Sorry to interject. Which do you have certain communities that you're working with, or even groups? I know that in order to get the youth to participate, you have to get them from somewhere. So do you meet them in forums, or do you have your own initiatives as Ashura Michael that you're pushing for youth inclusion?
Through Westminster Foundation for Democracy, we have a forum where youth meet. Even today, there's a meeting tomorrow in Parliament. The Parliament is ratifying the SCDEG. So now we are really encouraging youth to give in their contributions, so that before that bill is passed, at least we need full participation.
And do you get?
And also with the, we also have the ODM Disability League, where we also ask persons with disabilities who are youth to participate. They have to fully participate without any barrier. So I have different and various groups that I am involved in. I'm not myself as Ashura. So we move together. So if they need my advice, I'm always there to support.
So under the ODM Disabilities, you call it the ODM Disabilities
Disability
League. How many youth are in that league?
We have many youth with disabilities in the league. It was formed after the November 2016, where we had our party leader who launched it. We have young people from all over the country. I cannot give the exact number, but we have a lot of youth with disabilities participating.
Do you think that if we had a lot more initiatives such as the ODM Disabilities League within the parties, that there would be some sort of change in that space under youth inclusion in politics and even under the disabilities space? Do you think that that's, I mean, I don't see it a lot with other parties, and I'm glad that you're here to talk to us about it. Maybe you can tell us about this ODM Disabilities League. What has it been able to achieve so far?
ODM is the only political party in Eastern Central Africa that has a disability league. The league is to, we're also encouraging other political parties to copy the idea so that at least we could have inclusion in their parties.
If we were to push for a 2/3 inclusion of persons with disabilities, do you think we'd be able to get enough, we'd be able to get enough individuals to fill up those positions? Are there enough individuals who've been given civic education under the people with disability who can come out strong to be elected leaders in this country?
I really pray so that we can pass the BBI so that the cake can really fit us all. What worries me is the 2/3. If we have different persons to fill the position, then it will become tokenism. That's my worry. Because if you look at the position which you have, the women representative, it's just there, you know, to fill the position because we need that. But they're not given that full power. We should give women the full, just like any other person, not just to be there to fill the position. And for me, I want the 2/3. If you want to give me as Ashura, just don't tell me to go and represent persons with disabilities. No. Give me to lead women or to lead youth
And have
or people in
autonomy,
my community. Yes. So every time people would say, no, relax, your position is there. We have, no. I cannot lead you. Must I just go on a ticket of persons with disabilities?
Tell me, what does BBI have for the youth? And I'm not talking about people with disability. What do you think BBI is going to bring? Because most of us haven't really seen that document, but I'm sure having given the contribution that you have, perhaps you might be aware of something that BBI is going to bring for the youth.
BBI is good. It will give a lot of opportunity to the youth. We will have we'll have National Youth Commission. Now we have NYC, but it doesn't have enough responsibilities. But the Youth Commission will collect the views of young people with the challenges they're facing in the community, and to know
will they have representatives in every county? Because right now we have
now
we have the National Youth Council. They try to be devolved, but I also know they haven't really done much there. So what is going to be so different? What will BBI bring to ensure that this is a different outfit?
Yeah, the commission is different because it will mobilize the youth, the views of different youth, and also would like to judge how the parliament will achieve that. And the commissioner will have a representative in parliament who will represent the young people. And we are also going to have a minister for youth. So this will actually have a lot of representatives who are youth.
What minister? Which minister for youth are we talking about? Is it within the National Youth Commission or in the executive?
It will be independent. This commission will be independent.
Okay.
It's not political.
Okay.
But it will be an independent commission.
So what you're saying is that BBI is introducing an independent commission that deals with the youth, and that's going to have representative across the country, and there will be a prime minister that will be working with the executive to represent the plight of the youth.
Yes.
Okay.
And also, if the president is a man, then the vice should be youth.
Is that what
That
BBI?
is what we are proposing. We propose. So we should give half the position to youth.
So if I'm getting this right, what you're saying is that BBI will propose that if you're running for governor, your running mate must be of the opposite gender and also must be at a certain age.
Oh yes,
yeah.
He must be
possibly. Youth. So what is the age that they're putting in there? 40 and below, 40 and above?
Between 25 to 35.
Between 25 and 35?
Yes.
Will they also be proposing that this between 25 to 35, are they also going to push for degrees or masters, or is it just the gender and the age?
Education is a must, but we're going to reduce the years of experience. But it's important to have a degree. But through the capacity of what you'll be judged by your past, what you've done in your community. So this is what you're going to judge you from. And all positions should be left for the youth so that at least they can get experience from there. We have CAS positions, so this should be left for young people, because thereafter, who will be there next to govern? We are here, we should learn how to lead, so that at least we can get those other positions.
You speak so passionately about BBI. I have to ask, are you a part of the committee, or are you a part of some sort of secretariat that is helping to push the agenda of the youth agenda and the persons with disability?
Yes, yes, yes. The chairman for BBI is very good. He listens. This year, we mobilized youth, and he was ready to listen to the views of the young people. But what disappoints me, in the committee, we don't have our youth representing. We have old pastors.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is, if we have the commission for the youth, I'm sure that will happen.
So you're confident that without the representation of the youth in that committee, we'll still get the youth agenda well represented and actually passed into it, if at all we are going to come to the point where BBI will be a thing even, because as at now it is neither here nor there.
Oh yes, I'm very, very confident about that. The strategy which we're using to mobilize the views from the people, we participated as youth, and I hope they'll be well captured in the papers.
So tell me about your plans for the future. You seem very well versed with the political parties and your participation in them maybe. Do you plan to start a political party? Do you plan to run for office? Are you planning to get into politics somehow?
I'm not planning to have a political party because I'm already in an existing party, that is ODM, which is my political party. 2022, I'm going to vie. I'm not going to wait for nomination, because last time I was waiting for nomination, and the last minute my name was swapped with somebody else. So this
it was
time
swapped.
around,
Last time you were in ODM, the party, or which party were you in?
Yes, I was in ODM.
So you have experienced the challenges of being in ODM party, because I know for a fact that a lot of people have very negative experiences being in ODM party, talking about being shortchanged, talking about the youth being pushed down. So you've experienced that in ODM.
Yes. I'm not ready to move around testing parties, but through those challenges, we've learned the best, and we know how we're going to tackle it this time around. So it gives me full energy. For example, now, through training, which I'm supported by my political party through Africa Liberal Network, it's a women organization that trains women. It has really empowered me, and I'm very ready for 2022.
So what position are you taking up in 2022? I mean, you seem like you could even run for governor, You'll
come to know about that position very soon.
Here we are. You've come so far, a youth advocate, a businesswoman, an aspiring politician come 2022, and God knows which position. What are your final words for the youth? Give them something so that they can have some drive to keep at it.
Please walk out, knock to doors. Opportunities are there for you. Don't wait for an opportunity to come to you. We are the future of our country, the future of our nation. For us to change and make this country a better place, we need to participate, to express ourselves. Let's shout. We can be annoyed. But at the end of the day, to change this country, it's you and me. With this COVID, we have technologies. Be innovative, share your experiences, your skills, your expertise, whatever you want. Do not wait. Time is now. Be the change for what you want to see. Thank you.
Believe in yourself and go for it. Actually, this is how they do it. They say, believe in yourself and just go for it. Thank you so much for joining us. That was Ashura Michael, also known as Binti Kiziwi, Speaker of Vijana Assembly, and also an advisor to the Global Youth Parliament Board in Kenya. For more information, guys, subscribe to our channel, share this video, follow us on our social media, and next time, let's catch up next week because time up.